Let's get to that final trade of the day. Mike Patton, the head trader at Funder Trading, is standing by. Mike, what's your trade?
All right, so the trade today is Alibaba. The symbol is BABA. Most of you are familiar with the company. It's a Chinese company that basically is an online retailer, mostly for businesses. They sell bicycles and clothing or things like that stores then sell to customers. They've done very well over the years, but their stock has taken a beating over the last couple of years. But right now, I believe it's a great time to buy. I believe that as long as the stock is around the mid 80s a share, which is roughly where it's at now, I do think it's a great opportunity. We're really starting to see some institutional traders buying up this stock at this time. We weren't seeing that over the last year and a half, so that's a pretty good sign. Also, looking at the current price, I do think that is way underpriced. $115 a share is the lowest analyst estimate for the value of this company. So it's well below that. And I do think that this could be into the mid 100s a share, maybe like 140, 130 within the next year. But in the near term, I do think we have a good possibility for a rally in the stock. So definitely looking forward to that. However, in the event that the stock is not looking so good, after that, I would say that probably you should be out of the stock if it's trading anywhere near $70 a share or lower. But so we have some downside, of course, but there's a lot of potential upside for the company as well.
The bulls are taking control of the stock market despite the naysayers. What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm never surprised either way. There's all sorts of things that can change. But yes, obviously the markets have been going up a lot. I will never say they can't go up any farther. There have been a few surprises as far as the banking crisis has seemed to kind of, stabilize. It doesn't seem like there's as much concern, although the same issues are still there. So when the Fed comes to the next meeting, if they raise rates again, I do think that's going to put a drag on the markets once again. But overall, yes, the markets are bullish. I don't usually like to make projections about where it's going to go in the long term, unless there's a very clear picture. So for right now, I would say, yes, ride the wave. It's been a very good wave up. There are lots of stocks that are showing up as good buying opportunities, but also a lot of the ones that are really performing well have taken a beating after a while because I guess they're too overpriced. Like, for example, Broadcom, AVGO is a symbol. That stock went up about 30% or more in the previous month, and reached a high of well over $900 a share. Now it's trading back down to about $800 a share. So you can see some pretty sharp reversals if you're not careful. So I would just say look for bargains. Always look for stocks that are slightly undervalued. I think Alibaba is a great example. And those are the ones that most likely will survive, even if the market does not keep going up. And if it does keep going up, then most likely other buyers will start to filter into those and buy them up because they see them as a bargain, whereas the others have already been running for quite a while.
Do you really expect a rate hike from the Fed this week?
I actually think they will again. I do. The reason why is because when you look at the economic data, although it's not fantastic, nothing in there is really scary. In other words, based on the way the Fed has been making their decisions so far, I do think they actually will raise one more time. However, after that point, I do think they need to stop. I'm expecting that they will stop. If they raise this next time, I think after that they'll stop. But I do think the odds are actually more in favor of them raising. Now, maybe a few people say that, I don't know, but I do actually think they'll do it again.
Thank you, as always, for your Trader Talk, Mike.
No problem.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.